Oh my god, sis, I think I figured it out. You know why us girls have a shopping problem? It's because us females do maths differently than the male species. If I pay for something in cash, it feels like I got it for free because it didn't reduce my bank balance. Girl math. If I was gonna get my nails done for 500,000 rupiah, but I cancelled last minute, now I have an extra 500,000 rupiah to spend. Yay! Girl math. I would never think twice of spending money on expensive restaurants, but I will compare fare prices on Gojek, Grab, InDrive, Maxim to see which one can get me home the cheapest way possible. Again, girl math. I would buy more stuff I don't need and spend even more money just to avoid paying for shipping and delivery fee. I would rather die than have to pay for ongkir. Girl math. If I use my GoPay, OVO, ShopeePay, Dana balance, I didn't spend real money. Real money is in my bank account, not in my GoPay, Dana, OVO, ShopeePay. Girl math. Yeah, sis, keep slaying in capitalism. Okay, I love you always. Bye.
What is your girl math?
I'm not going to pay $20 for shipping. I'm just going to put something else in my cart that's $20 and get shipping for free.
You guys, I'm like really smart now.
Why pay for the shipping cost when you can get another item for free?
This is how you do girl maths. Girl math is basically spending $9 on an iced oat latte to be productive at work, which ultimately pays you money, so the iced oat latte is free. Girl maths is actually spending money on a Chanel bag, which a year later would increase its price, so technically you made a profit out of it. Girl math is spending cash while on vacation, and because they're spending a different currency, technically everything that you spend on is free because there's no deduction in your bank account. And lastly, anything you spend on your credit card is free because you're actually not spending actual money. Girl math!
This is for all the boys who don't know what girl math is.
So if I pay for something with cash, it's free. If I buy something and then I return the item and get the money back, I've profited because I wouldn't have had that money if I hadn't returned the item. If I want something for 1,000 rand and I don't buy it, I've made 1,000 rand by saving the money. If something is 199 rand, it is 100 rand. Done. Money on food doesn't count. Why? Because it's necessary for survival. Doesn't count. Money spent at airports doesn't count. Whether it's at the restaurant at the airport or the shops, it's a different kind of money. Doesn't count. This might not make sense to boys, but it makes sense to me.
So expensive, right?
It's not at all. Same as Nashi Leman. Let me explain. This bag costs 8,000 ringgit. But if I use it for every day, I can divide by 365 and it will be 21. Then, if I use it for 3 years, I can divide by 3 and it will be 7 ringgit per day. So basically, this bag same as Nashi Leman. Understand?
Girl maths. Yeah, these are my girl maths rules. Number one, if I pay for something with cash, it's free. That money is already out of my bank account. I don't see it. I don't see the numbers physically go down in my little Monzo app, so it's free. Number two, if I buy something and then I return it and I get a refund, whatever I buy with that money is also free because I've already parted ways with the money. I've already made the decision to spend it. So it's like making profit back. So anything that I buy now is free. Number three, if I paid for my holiday like 2 months ago, by the time I get to actually going on the holiday, it feels free to me. Number four, price per wear. I like to think of this for like my tattoos. Obviously they were quite expensive, but when you use price per wear and you consider that I'm going to have these every single day for the rest of my life, what is the cost per day? Like literally nothing. Number five, if I buy 2 items at 50% off, I feel like they cancel each other out. I'm saving 50% on both items. It cancels out the spending. I'm like making money. It's profit. Last one, if I am online shopping and shipping is £5 or $5, whatever currency I'm in, I would rather buy another item of $10, $20, $30, $40 dollars or pounds instead of paying this for the shipping, because why would I pay for shipping? It's just not something that I'm interested in doing.
Girl, if your man does not understand what girl math is, I prepared a list of things that you can send to him and not waste your time explaining it. If something is $50 and you have to spend $20 on shipping, but if you spend $100, the shipping will be free, you have to spend the extra $50, otherwise you're losing money. If something is $100 but you paid $90 in cash, you've only spent $10. Cash is not real money. Money that you spend on holidays is not real. I said what I said. If you buy tickets, say for a concert or a flight, months in advance, by the time you have the event, it will be basically free. You didn't spend any money on it. This is my favorite one. If you didn't spend any money today, it basically doubles the budget for tomorrow and you can spend more. Okay, this one I do all the time. If you buy something for $500, it's hell expensive, right? Buying a bunch of small items that will eventually add up to $500 is not $500, come on. If I bought something and then returned it, I basically made money. So the last one I kind of mentioned before already. If you pay for something in cash, it's basically free. I have so many more. Let me know if you want a part 2.
Girl math is when you use Afterpay for literally everything. So when you buy $100 pair of shoes and you only have to pay $25 that day, and then the pair of shoes show up at my apartment 3 days later, the shoes are $25. Why do I care if in 2 months I have to pay another $25? I don't know me 2 months from now. She can deal with that. I'm gonna buy a lot of things in 2 months that are more expensive than $25. Why do I care about a second payment? What if I find $1 million on the ground next week? Yeah, that's girl math. And it's scary that makes sense to me in my head.
What is girl math? Hi, I'm Jessica and I explain TikTok slang. For example, if you go shopping with your friends and you go to multiple stores, let's say you spend $200 at Sephora and then you go to Nordstrom after that in different stores, but you don't spend any money at those stores. That means you actually saved money because you only spent $200 at one store even though you went to multiple. And the whole point is that the math doesn't make sense.